homeless, the human too. They're no different to any one of you. Just a negative attitude that brings a poor man down when he's feeling blue. I said he's homeless, yeah, he's feeling bad. He gets sunshine in a 20 bag. He's not useless, and that's so wrong. The future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. The future. You see the man, he's standing on the street, a cup in his hand, no shoes on his feet. He's looking for a euro for something to eat. Won't somebody please just help him? You see the girl, she's standing on the bridge, selling a hole to put the food in her fridge. Wants the best for her 3 kids. Won't somebody please just help them? I see the homeless, yeah, they're human too. They're no different to any one of you. Just a negative attitude that brings a poor man down when he's feeling blue. He's fucking homeless, yeah, he's feeling bad. He gets sunshine in a 20 bag. He's not useless, and that's so wrong. The future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. The future. They're no different to any one of you. Just a negative attitude that brings a poor man down when he's feeling blue. I said he's homeless, yeah, he's feeling bad. He gets sunshine in a 20 bag. He's not useless, but that's so wrong. The future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. The future. No man, he's not standing on the street, no cup in his hand, no shoes on his feet. Didn't get that euro for the something to eat, cause nobody just helped him. You see the girl standing on the bridge, she's not there, she don't know where she did it. She's just gone. She's fucking homeless, yeah, she's human too. They're no different to any one of you. Just a negative attitude that brings a poor man down when he's feeling blue. He said he's homeless, yeah, he's feeling bad. He gets sunshine in a 20 bag. He's not useless, and that's so wrong. The future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. The future.
Yeah, folks, that is the sound there of Mick McLoughlin, the Dublin Busker, with the homeless song. Folks, I have to say, I had to apologise. I don't know what happened there. Basically, it was working away, and then this come up on the screen. We just lost complete internet connection, and then it jumped back in again. And then whenever I tried to get back on, obviously it was on, but there was no sound. People were saying, there's no sound, there's no sound. So I had to get busy, start up a new stream. So listen, Mick is sitting waiting for me here now, right? So I need to send him the new link. So I do, right? So you just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get him on here in a wee second. I have to send him the new link to the show. So just wait 2 seconds, just get it back on this proper screen here. And then we'll get him on and say, apologies, folks, these things happen when you're live on the internet. Connections lose and stuff. I think it's the first time it's happened literally when we're just about to have a guest on. So it is. So what can you do? It's live internet, folks. I say thanks for all you come back on, join on again. If you can please reshare the stream. So I'm now going to re-send Mick the new link just in 2 seconds here. So I will, and then hopefully we'll get him on within a few minutes of coming on. So say folks, apologies. Say these things just happen. There's nothing to do with them. Internet connections and different stuff. We're sort of at the mercy of the internet providers and the World Wide Web, as they're called. So just in the middle, I'm just sending Mick this now, and then we're gonna hopefully he can get logged in straight away, and we'll get him on the screen. We said our first song, our folks we played was Mick McLaughlin's obviously his own original track, the Homeless song. Obviously, Mick is a massive sort of supporter and be very outspoken about the homeless cause in Dublin. So obviously he went there and wrote that song. So fair play to him. We are going to play his other original song, The Gospel According to Luke, at the end of the interview. So as I say, folks, we're just waiting on Mick getting relogged back in now, and then we'll get him live on the screen. So hopefully this will all be on YouTube. There should be two shows from the day. The first 45 or 50 minutes we're watching before cut off, and obviously then again this one now that we're going to have Mick live on the screen. So all I'll say, folks, is apologies, but this is live internet, these things happen, and we'll have to just run with it. So I'm just waiting. There's hopefully that's Mick on with us now. Let's see at the stage. As soon as I see him on the screen, we'll pop him up. Right, 2 seconds. Right, just get rid of this here me and Gaza thing, and that'll be us ready to go in a wee second. Right, Mick, can you hear me, Mick? Can you?
I can hear you perfectly well, Ro. How are you doing, bud?
Mick, I'm very, very sorry, Mucker. It's these things happen. You're I'm sure you know yourself.
Technology is the way it goes, you know what I mean?
on the internet and everything, it's just, it's the first time this has happened to me, like when, just before I guess. Normally it's happened a few times when in the middle of a song or something, and we're sort of get it back. But listen, mate, we're here tonight, so thanks very much for coming on. Much
nice
appreciated,
to be
mate.
Here. How are you getting on? All right, yeah?
Yeah, folks, so we'll just play their Mick's original song, the Homeless song. Obviously, we'll talk a wee bit about that there later on in the show. So you're very, very welcome. Welcome to the show, folks. The legendary Dublin Busker, Mick McLoughlin. I say this has been one of those interviews, folks, where I've been wanting to get on from we started the live stream platform, but obviously I've sent Mick messages, either he didn't get them or somebody was on his page and they didn't get them. But so big shout out to Derek Delaney and Graham Keaton, who both sent me his mobile number, and obviously I was able to go on to Mick on WhatsApp and we'll sort the interview. So happy days, we're here. So obviously, Mick, you grew up in Coolock in the outskirts of Dublin City. So tell us a wee bit about growing up there. Obviously, what was it like? Sort of what school did you go to? Is it a sort of like a sort of a posher bit of Dublin? Is it?
No, it's a working class area. It's we went to school. The school was literally a stone's throw across the road from my house. I could never go on the mitts because it'd been mad see me. But it was good. We had good laugh. Growing up, doing what you did as boys in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pretending what you were seeing on the news was what you were doing in the field. You know what I mean?
Indeed. See, before we go into the interview, I want to mention this in case I forget it later on. I was watching. I would obviously watch a lot of your social media, so I would and keep an eye on it. This is. You put a post up last week, and it's something that I've been going on about for years. And actually, when I've been doing DJ sets, I've actually stopped the song in the middle of it and give it over the microphone, talking about obviously Grace.
Yeah.
And you'd said about see this. Like, I don't know if it's a youth thing now.
It's a new thing, yeah.
Like it's obviously we're talking about people when people sing when the song "I Will Die," and then people start shouting out "I will die, I will die," and then even now in the north, people are shouting
Look,
"I will die."
Why do you want to do that? Look,
people are shouting "I will die" for the IRA, and you're going like, "Do you understand?" Like even them, the song was about that didn't even exist. So why the hell are you shouting now like "I will die" for the IRA? It's just. I don't know how it started, but it's been the last 3 or 4 years now. I think even more and more people are mentioning it. So
it's the young team, isn't it? It's the young breed that's coming up and making their own of things, but they don't understand the meaning of the song. And generally, like you'll hear the Wolf Tones, they'll ask people to stay quiet when they sing Grace, and the whole place will stay silent. It's not a peep until they're allowed to sing along. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you this, see when they play at the Falls Park, there's 10,000 people on it, and I tell you, they don't stay silent because every year you time it and you can hear them busy shouting, because actually it's all kids go to the gig, and you're just going out there waiting in this "I Will Die" by basically 10,000 bitty teenagers going like, no.
But that's exactly it. They're
that
playing
song,
the Olympia tonight, like they're playing the Olympia tonight, and that'll be the same. There'll be all a load of young whippersnappers that that are just jumping on the bandwagon and not sitting down and actually figuring out what the songs are about and taking the time to appreciate the fact that the likes of Brian Warfield has sat down and wrote these songs, and they're not songs to be, don't add words to songs that aren't there and parts to bits and bobs. Yeah, fair enough. There's a couple of songs you can do it to, but not songs that have certain meaning.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose Grace is one of the main ones. So obviously, music-wise, so would you have sort of been around any music in the house? Did your any of your family, other sort of siblings or anything play music? Or?
Yeah, you would have been. No, well, my dad was a musician. My dad played accordion, banjo, mandolin, Jesus, whatever he could pick his hands to, he could play, And it was down to my primary school teacher, Mr. Conley, that gave me a tin whistle.
Right, okay.
And I started to play that. I started to play that.
The tin whistle.
My grandfather played the harmonica, so I got that. And then I just wanted a guitar. I seen Aslan on the back of a truck in the local park when I was 5. And I came down and asked my dad, can we have a guitar? I want to do that. But Dad used to have sessions with his friends, in the house. I'd hear them. I'd hide under the coats and listen to them singing songs about Dublin and songs about things that you'd never hear as a kid. And I remember asking my dad one day, I was 7 or 8, asking him what an Armalite was, you know what I mean? And he was going, where are you learning about these kind of things, What the songs are singing, and and I remember one day sitting up and singing a song, and my father was like, where'd you learn that? I heard Mr. Lynch singing it. And it just began, and any instrument I ever asked my father for, he never said no.
Yeah. So when would you pick up your first guitar then, like?
I was about 5, 6.
Seriously, yeah, right?
Yeah.
And
just jamming away. Guitars that were in the house, just picking them up and acting the Mickey with them. I never went to guitar lessons or anything. Dad just showed me the few basic chords, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
I went.
Can you remember the first song you would have learnt? What it was, or
the first song I ever played? Oh, would have been Sweet 16 for me, Mammy.
Seriously? Very good. There you go. Now, I'm glad you mentioned Aslan there when you were talking about Christy Dickon. I think for a lot of people, everybody has their own story about Christy and about the band and stuff. And obviously, I've seen your own social media whenever it was announced that Christy died. You took it very, very bad, and I've seen you a lot of the posts you're putting up.
Kicked me right in the face.
I think for me personally, I've said this before. I'll just take a bit of time and mention this. I got very close with Christy, so did for a while, looking back a few years. I used to DJ in a bar in Belfast called Trinity Lodge, and the owner of the bar was out on holiday, Spain somewhere, whatever, and it turns out Christy was out on holiday with his missus on the holiday, and he agreed to basically to play 2 solo gigs in the bar I DJ'd in, and basically, and the owner came back and says, Christy Dignam? I was like, yeah. He said, he's going to be playing here in a month. I was like, what? He's like, no, basically he's just going to come up. So basically for the first gig, he just handed me their Live in Dublin CD, the one Live in Vicar Street, and says, just play it there and go sing over the top of it, whatever. And basically he got us to put 3 big buffet tables down the middle of the dance floor, and he was using it as a catwalk. It was a stage kind of thing. Yeah. And he came out, obviously the way Christy comes out in his bare feet, he doesn't wear any shoes or anything. And just, you literally would think it was just him, obviously, because his voice is still just that pitch perfect, that CD. You wouldn't know the CD, no playing in the background. So obviously, he done the first gig, and then he came back. I think it was about 6 months later. I think it was Kira's partner came back with him, and he played the guitar time for him. And I was just on a full-on acoustic set, and it was amazing. So since then, obviously Christy gave me tickets for the RDS to give us, and I went and seen him a few times in Belfast, and I got really, really friendly with him. And obviously, when I found out that he was sick, it was just so hard to take. And obviously, when he passed away, so tell us obviously. You are a born and raised dub, Mick, and you spoke many times about Aslan. Just tell us your sort of memories of the band and of Christy.
I remember seeing it. I think I was 5. I was 5. It was in St. Anne's Park. And the thing I remember was how he sang and explained everything with his hands, wrapping the microphone around him. That was something you don't see. And I followed them for years and years. And I remember the first time I ever got to see them live, I was working in a pub in Coolock called the Black Sheep. And they played in the lounge. But they put me in the bar that night, and I paid a lad £20 to swap. And that was I just
shift,
became,
so you go to the gig.
So I could go in and work in the lounge, so he could work in the bar.
Oh, right, okay, right.
You know what I mean? So I got to work in the lounge. I got to watch these lads live. You know, years later, Aslan done a competition on Facebook to sing a song, and you got to meet them in Vicar Street and stuff like that. I'm going back about 20 years. And I done Where's the Sun, Rad. Everyone was doing Crazy World and stuff like that. So I done Charlie Moonhead. And I won. So I got to meet the lads, and I got to explain to Christy exactly how he has inspired me to keep on singing and be the singer and sing regardless. And I've t-shirts there, and I have a t-shirt there that was signed by him and everything. I idolised the man. You know, when he died, it really hurt me in a way I never expected.
He definitely was a national treasure, I have to say, like in Dublin.
I met him a few weeks before he went. I'm getting up in Beaumont Hospital. I was after coming out. I was after getting some tests done, and I met him in the garden. And we just sat and spoke about music and about. He told me about when he met David Bowie. You know what I mean? He shared special things with me that day.
Yeah, they're with you forever. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll never forget that conversation. Because he always says to me, "You'll just keep on going. You're at this too long to give up now, for fuck's sake." You know what I mean? And I remember going around. I only live around the corner from where the funeral was, you know. And I remember bringing Michaela around, and she understood how upset I was, and she came with me. But to be the only one out of all that crowd to be allowed to approach that hearse and touch that hearse.
Seriously? Oh, flip, okay.
At the back of that funeral.
Yeah.
When I got there, Catherine seen me. And she motioned to Kira, like, "There's Mick." And they put their hands out to me, and I went over and they hugged me, and I was like, holy shit. For that, for them to recognise me as a fan, to know how much his passing meant to me, meant so much to me.
I think, obviously, when you mentioned about Crazy World and stuff, and it's one of the songs everybody plays, and
one of them
for me,
songs.
I mean, I think it's nearly every single, like, obviously when you look at the Aslan purists and all, people go, yeah, but it's his other ones and all, but I think it's, no matter what gig I do, I play that song, and there's always somebody.
I finish all my gigs with it.
Yeah.
All of them, regardless of whether I'm doing rebel songs, ballad songs, party songs. I finish every gig with Crazy World, and the place goes nuts.
But it's always the live version I play, the one from their album, and it's because it's just the atmosphere.
The Made in Dublin version is. I was there that night.
See that their version
that gig, you know,
see when they played This Is that night.
Yeah,
I just got shivers. Like see when it just kicked in. Even now, I just think about it now. I can just get shivers at my back when you just hear the crowd just going mad.
Oh yeah,
whenever them drums just kicked in, like the start of that song, just amazing. Like
it's unbelievable. I've seen them so many times live. I don't even. I've lost count on how many times I've seen them. How many times I've seen Aslan and Christy and Joe. I've seen them doing their songs and stories kind of thing. Yeah.
And,
you know, it's phenomenal. But we'll never have another Christy Dignan.
Oh, definitely not, mate. Definitely
not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Rest in peace, big man.
But it's great. Obviously, you've mentioned the things that they'll stay with you forever. Obviously, getting to go and see his coffin at the end, and then meeting them in the hospital that day as well. Like
I'll never forget them days. And
Obviously, you know,
as I say, Michaela, she was 6 at the time. She'll always remember that, to be there that day.
I seen yesterday you posted a picture up. Obviously, you're a bit of an artist as well. You've done a drawing of Luke
Yeah,
Kelly.
I do a lot of drawing. Yes.
Tell me, because a lot of people will always compare you to Luke Kelly. Do you know what I mean? They would say you have a similar voice.
I get it an awful lot. Yeah. It's
so
just,
tell me, obviously. Go ahead.
Go on, go for it.
We'll speak about Luke Kelly. I mean, what does he sort of mean to you as like as a Dublin musician? Like, I know a lot of people would sort of say he died very young, and he should still be around now and stuff.
If he was still around, the music could be unbelievable. You know what I mean? Imagine, like, yeah, him and Ronnie still going at this age. John is still here. We're lucky to have them. But it's the way it comes out of me. I don't put it on. I don't try.
Yeah, it's
like
just
the way I'm speaking now. The way I'm speaking now is the way it comes out. I have a raw Dublin accent. I have a deep accent, and when it comes out, yeah, it's comparable to Luke and Ronnie. It's just because it's just a voice I have.
Yeah, you're not putting a show on. You're just basically
It's not that I don't put a show on. Like when I sing, it comes out that way. It's supposed to come out that way. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I can sing other songs, but I have to try to sing it that way. You know what I mean? Whereas I sit down and I'll do Hand Me Down Me Bible, or I'll, and it just comes out. The Dublin accent comes out. You have to. It's like Damien Dempsey. He doesn't hide his Dublinisms. You know what I mean? We're the Northsiders, like, you know what I mean? we're a different breed. We have our own accent, and we're proud of it.
Fair play. Now, you've been known, as people I've mentioned today, with Mick McLoughlin, the Dublin Busker. So that's where a lot of people would know you from. That's how you would get a lot of your gigs, because people know you from there. So your main street is Henry Street. Obviously, that's where your home is in Dublin. So tell me sort of what made you sort of want to go into doing busking first, and sort of how have you sort of stuck it out for so long? Is it just a rapport you have with the people in the streets, or what? Or what's?
I started. Just for the crack, just out of sheer boredom, one Saturday, I was sitting in my mother's house and I decided just to go in. I had seen other buskers. I'd seen Glenn Hansard, I'd seen Mick Christopher, you know what I mean, playing on Grafton Street and going, Jesus, them boys are good. But I was I was working at the time, but I took redundancy from a building company, and I just literally one Saturday I decided to go busking, went in, not a notion of what I was going to do. Got to Henry Street and went, all right, I'll play here. Stood in the doorway of the fire exit beside Marks and Spencer's, and I just sang for 3 hours.
Right. So do you have a set place here now where you stand? I mean,
I play. I'm kind of just beside Arnott's, opposite Dunn Stores. I've been literally in the same spot for 14 years.
Seriously, so that's people know where you are.
I've played Grafton Street like 6, maybe 7 times. I don't know, a lot, and most of them, 99.9% of those times were for charities.
Right. So, say you're a set list when you are busking. I mean, what can you sort of get away with singing in Dublin? Can you play anything you want? I mean, be it rebel stuff.
You can get away with it to a certain extent. You know, I can do the rebel songs, but there's always like when I'm doing a gig, right, I'll do the Dubliner stuff, and when it gets time to do the rebel songs, I'll make an announcement.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, the songs I'm about to sing are in no way intended to offend anyone, but just realise you're in an Irish pub. My name is Mick McLoughlin, and you're offended, I couldn't give a fuck.
That's it,
and that's the way it goes. And I belt into Go Home British Soldiers.
Good way to start off.
You know what I mean? And that's the same. But with Henry Street, because we're busking and we're licensed, we have to kind of tone it down. We can't use bad language. We can't kind of be setting out to offend anyone. You know what I mean?
Just as you said there about a license and stuff. Tell me what way it worked. I mean, so do you have to pay to have the privilege of playing in there, or what?
Yeah, it's €90 a year, which is not too bad. But like, it's just literally there you go. You're allowed to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's a license. For me, there's no benefit to having a license. You know, it doesn't give you anything. Just
it's
the
basically
right to sit on a street and sing songs like.
It's having just another money making racket for Dublin City Council.
Yeah,
of course, like many things.
I've had the argument. I've tried to fight the fight. I went for nearly a year without having one.
Serious? Right, okay.
Yeah, I just decided to try and fight the man. You know what I mean? But they took it off me. They took my license away, and I got it back. So I have to kind of keep to the rules now.
If you want to do it.
They don't like me. They don't like me. I'm too outspoken for them, you know.
Well, that's of course. I'd be very good friends with our own sort of busker here in Belfast, John Garrity. Oh, you know John.
I love John. I love John. I do. Yeah.
I had
the privilege of singing with him last year in Derry. Yeah, it was lovely.
In Derry, yes, up in the social club, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
John, I've had him on the show a couple of times, and he spoke about his busking and stuff. Now, obviously, if he's probably a superstar in his own right now, I mean, in the north here, he's just gigs coming out of his arse. But obviously, I think it's hard for him, I think, to sing a lot of some of the songs, especially in Belfast, because where we are, I mean.
I've seen some of the grief he was getting, which is, you know, he does his job. People take offence to the songs that are written in the history. They've obviously got a guilty conscience in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think it's probably the only two songs he would get grief for is probably obviously Grace, what he'll sing every week, and then the other one is Christy actually sings it, Swedish or sung it. The
Green Fields of France, is it?
The Green Fields of France, yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he was getting grief over it, like. I seen that. I follow John. I follow John quite a lot. I love watching his videos. You know what I mean? I understand it. Like, he's taking a risk singing some of the songs up there because people might take offence to them, and yeah, I get it down here. You know what I mean? I'll get somebody that'll come up to me, and I could be halfway through, maybe, I don't know, Celtic Symphony or something, and you know, and when I get to the bit where everyone's standing there waiting for it, goes, is he really going to sing up the rat in the middle of a fucking street? Like, and I do it proudly. You know what I mean? But you get people that will come up and go, you should be singing the song for fucking, you know, and you go,
that's it.
If you don't like me, don't like what I'm singing, keep walking. There's somebody down the next corner singing an Ed Sheeran song. They might make you happy, love.
So are you actually, able to? I mean, obviously, I know you don't go out and do this here, busking on a daily basis for the good of your health. I mean, but are you actually sort of able to make a living out of it? Like, I mean, is it? I mean,
I've been doing it 14 years. Like, I've been doing it 14 years. Look, I'll never be rich.
Yeah.
With busking, right? I make enough money on a day-to-day to keep the way I do things, pay me bills, do whatever I have to do. You know, I just love going out, sitting on my stool, singing songs, getting the reactions. You know, you might sing a song that will change somebody's day. Or, you know what I mean? Somebody will just stop for no reason other than the fact that you're singing a certain song. They could be having a really shitty day.
And that's just sort of perk them up and sort of.
By the time you'll finish that song, they're gone off like a bleeding new pin. You know what I mean? Or just, you know, it's just, I just love it. You know, if I wasn't successful at it and I wasn't doing well, in a sense, I don't think I'd be at it. I'm nearly 14 and a half years at it now. Like,
you're still taking away.
You know, and I love it.
The guy you have described as your saviour, Archie. So tell us a wee bit what this story is.
I had been busking for a couple of years, right? Every day. You know what I mean? Just me and a guitar. Yep. That was it. No amp, no microphone, no nothing. And there was a man came to me every morning with a coffee, and he'd give me a $5 every morning, Monday to Friday, and a coffee every morning. And I'd sing that Glenn O'Rourke song Galileo for him, right? he'd go off happy as Larry to the GPO and walk. That sorted him out for the day.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Rain, hail, or snow, he knew I'd be there. You know what I mean? So this was going on for a while, and then the couple of buskers were coming out with amps, and people were commenting that they couldn't hear me then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I was getting drowned out by these
drowned
amps.
out. Yeah, yeah.
So one morning, I was saying to Archie, I'm knocking this on the head the weekend, so I'm going to get till Saturday out of it, and I'm going to knock it on the head. I can't. I priced the amps, and they were mad money, and you know I couldn't afford to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had said it to him. So I said, this will be the last couple of days he'll see me. So that was on the Wednesday. On the Friday, he arrived up with a receipt from the local music shop around the corner for an amp, a microphone stand, all the cables, and a guitar that I could plug in.
Seriously?
And he handed
Everything?
it to me. He says,
The whole lot?
he says, "Nah." And he says to me, "Now you bollocks, you're not giving fucking up. Right? I'll see you on Monday." Right? So I went home and said I was trying to figure out how to use all this fucking equipment. And I'd done it. So Monday morning, Archie arrived, and I'd done him an even better version of Galileo that day.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
sure.
that enabled me to do different songs and more songs. With the amp I could take these other guys on. Then I was started, realising, hang on, this man has just made me going from making this much money to this much money.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit. And I was doing better and better versions of every song every day, And this was going on for a while. Me and Archie had a great bit of laugh every morning. We had a good old chat. But one Tuesday, I'd seen him on the Monday. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no sign. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no sign of him again. Until Thursday morning, this chap arrived up to me. He says, "You Mick, are you?" I says, "Yeah." And I looked at him. He says, "I'm Archie's son." And I fucking knew.
Something had happened, yeah.
He'd passed away, yeah.
Oh,
He had a massive heart attack.
Did you get to go to his funeral then, or was it just after his buried and stuff?
His notes, he left letters. And one of the notes he left for his son was, "When I die, if you don't get Mick the Busker to sing at my funeral, I'll haunt you for the rest of your life."
Right. Okay.
So they got me to sing at the funeral. I sang at his funeral. I sang Galileo, and I sang a couple of other songs that he had always told me he'd love. And I'd sang them a couple of times from him, you know what I mean? So that was that. Archie was gone. But I'd never forget him. But
yeah, yeah.
He's the reason I became the better busker than I was given up.
Now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's why I'm sitting in this seat right now in front of you.
That's crazy.
There's him and two other people. My mother and my partner now are the reason I kept going and I keep going.
That's some story, mate. That's just showed you the generosity of people.
But the nicest part was about 6 months later, I got a letter from a solicitor in Ballsbridge to attend the reading of a will.
Seriously? Oh, great. Okay.
Archie only had one, so he only had one son. Yeah. So I met Brian that morning, and we went in. And I was looking at Brian, says, "He's obviously left you something, Mick." I'm fucking delighted,
Aye.
So the solicitor read out, he left whatever to Brian, everything to his son, and he says, "Now, Mick," Archie, he left me a letter, and all it said was, "You never give up." And there's a check for 10 grand.
Jesus Christ, mate.
So that's Archie. Me and Archie will never ever part in any which way ever. Yep, you know what I mean? He'll always be me old pal.
That's amazing. Some story like with us. See, we at the start of the interview there, I actually played we'll go play a couple of songs from Spotify today. Played the homeless song there right first.
Yeah.
I actually had it on in the interview the other day. in the van, I had my wee girl in, and obviously I would tell her, like, she would say, "Daddy, who's on the show this week?" and all whatever, and she takes an interest, you know. And I said, "I'm going to put a couple of songs on here. This guy's," and she was like, she knew the song straight away, but I think but I knew it. I was going, "Where do I know that song from? Where do I know that song from?" And I went, "That's the Gorillaz." We're like, but it took me about 5 times listening to it to go, "That's a Gorillaz song." And then when she knew it from TikTok, knew the Gorillaz track.
My youngest, Michaela, they're all her friends. Are like, we listen to a homeless song. You know what I mean? But the reason I chose that melody is because, one, they couldn't sue me, because Damon Albarn stole that beat from a Casio keyboard, right?
Right, or from somebody else, right? Okay.
So that's why I did it. So I did it that way because that covered my arse, right? But I knew everybody would know it. Yeah, and it was breaking my heart to see this guy sitting at the bin, you know, and he this little shitty blanket. Now, no, I had given my mate money to go to Penny's to buy this guy. My mate was over at the house finding out what size shoes he had, and went and got the chap sorted out, right? But to draw more attention to the fact that everybody was so caught up in the fact that it was me singing songs, I decided to just, okay, I'm going to do this. I've had it kind of in my head for a while, but that's the right book. See today, you know what I mean? And that's the way it came out, and it was literally sitting watching that guy took those lyrics out of my brain and onto that. And that's where the homeless song was brought.
So when was that one released? When the homeless song? When did you take it out?
2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. There is an actual homeless guy, Tomo. He does a version of it as well. You know what I mean? And he does a kind of a rap version.
Mick, just see what you're talking there. See if you can try and maybe stop moving a bit, because I think I don't know what you're making this, but it's coming off really crackly every time you move. So
yeah, I'm not about it.
All right, there's just a bit of feedback coming through. So obviously, brilliant song. I had to listen to it, and even just from the first sort of chord, I was like, I know what, even before like the wee riff come in, I was like, what's that? Where's that from? Like, and it's just, see, even maybe girl just name, like for her to say, like, that's the Gorillaz, or like that's that song list before we even started singing. I mean, brilliant, fantastic, mate. So obviously, you have recorded 3 albums, right? Now, you told me that you have them on Bandcamp. So there, I know you've sort of outspoken stuff about Spotify and stuff, where it's like a lot of time they're ripping artists off. People can't make any money by putting songs on Spotify and stuff. No, I mean,
you could get 100,000 streams and make like 20 quid.
Aye, definitely.
If you're lucky, and that will be on various platforms. But with Bandcamp, it's my own doing. It goes directly to me. People can pay what they want, but you can buy my album. Minimum is €1, but you can pay whatever you want. You know, it's easier that way. And then that's kind of my extra income. I've got physical CDs as well.
Yeah, I think even more CDs now, it's more and more harder to try and sort of sell them, because nobody has like a CD player anymore. No modern cars don't have CD players and all. I mean,
I sell them to older people and lads with vans that have CD players.
I'd have them. yeah.
You know, but it's getting harder and harder to monetize music now. You know,
definitely.
For anyone to make decent money from an album without having to take it on tour, you know, and for the smaller little laddies like me, I'm actually on the verge of a tour now at the minute. In December, you know the band the High Kings.
Yes. So was it them and you? They called up last week, was it?
Yeah, I was on stage with them. The lads, they're lovely. My song, The Gospel According to Luke, that was written by Darren Holden from the High Kings and given to me as a gift.
Right.
Which was lovely. And we just became friends. And myself and Darren and Brian became friends. And they decided just when they were finishing their tour in the National Stadium, and they asked would I would like to join them and sing the Old Triangle. And I did. I done the sound check and it went well. And when I came back then later on for the show, they decided to let me sing the Gospel according to Luke as well. And it exploded.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Amazing, like. So what's have they asked you to come on tour with them then, or what's crack?
Yeah, that's starting an Irish tour in December, and then it goes on January and February. So you've got North, South, East, and West. I'll be doing support act, warm up act for them.
Phenomenal, brilliant.
Yeah, so I have. On my Facebook page, I have a GoFundMe. Well, I will have it up today to try and manage the costs and stuff like that as well, you know. Because as a support artist, everything you do has to come out of your own pocket, you know.
Of course, yeah. So we're going to play now before we finish up the Gospel according to Luke. So tell me a bit about this track, Mick. I mean, what's the story behind it, or what's the backstory?
It was a song that was, as I say, Darren Holden from the High Kings. They had recorded it, and somehow Darren decided to just send it to me one day, and I listened to it, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's deadly!" Like, and I sent him a message back saying how what I thought of it, and he says to me, "Have a go of it." So I did. I listened to it, and I got it, and I played it literally, and sent him back a video, and he went, "Oh my god." So
that's your song.
He gave it to me, yeah, and I recorded the guitar and the whistle part and the vocals, and then I sent it to Zach Moran he used to be in the band called the Druids.
The Druids, Zach, yeah.
And Zach done the bass and the mandolin and the drums and the electric guitar and holy shit! Like, and
yeah,
I sent it back to Darren, and Darren was blown away by it, you know. So. There will be a re-record of it eventually, but yeah, I'm proud of it. It made Luke look. People can understand if you're a Luke Kelly fan when you hear the words and you hear the lyrics and you get it. You get me. You'll know why Luke Kelly songs will resonate through everyone, regardless of what age they are. Every single person in the child will have heard of Luke Kelly. And it's up to the likes of me and George Murphy and Trevor Sexton and Dan McCabe and to keep those songs going. You know, and you don't want them to die, you know.
Definitely, indeed, mate. So listen, obviously you mentioned you're playing tonight with, obviously before the Wolftones at Patter Kearney. So where do you have any regular bars where you play? I mean, do you have any residencies in there in Dublin?
I play Patter Kearney's every Friday,
right,
from 8 to 10, and then it kind of varies wherever. I kind of announce where I'm playing on my social medias and stuff like that, you know. But Patter Kearney's mainly, but I'm there from 6 today. And then the Wolftones are in the Olympia, so if you're around and going to the Olympia tonight, drop into Patter Kearney's and we'll have a bit of crack.
Happy days, yeah. I'm sure it'll be a good crack with the lads. You reckon they'll be in for a paint, will they?
The boys will be downstairs, yeah. They use downstairs for their meet and greets and stuff like that. So.
Right, well, listen, Mick, we're going to let you go here, but listen, thank you very much for coming on, mate. And apologies for the start with the internet connection, but these things happen, hopefully, you know what I mean, with technology. So listen, we're now going to play Mick's song here, The Gospel According to Luke. So Mick, thank you very much, and I'll hopefully bump into you one of these days, so we'll get you on. Okay, mate, cheers, thank you very much. Cheers, good luck.
Thank you. Bye. There
you go, folks, that was Mick McLoughlin there, absolutely phenomenal interview, just seeing by the comments here, people coming through. So we'll play it, the first one there, the Homeless song, and now we're going to play obviously the song that was given to Mick, the Gospel According to Luke, obviously all about Luke Kelly. Now I was wondering who the Luke was in when they were talking about this song. Obviously know now that it's all about Luke Kelly. So it was written by Darren from the High King, so he was giving the song to Mick. Obviously Mick has done his own work on it, and it's his song now, so happy days. So this is the Gospel According to Luke, folks, from Mick Kelly here in Rebel Sundays.
We will summon from his soul songs of folk and rock and roll. Wear a blood red burning crown of thorns. I will kneel down in his name. I'm the keeper of the flame, and I will preach from Dublin to the book, the gospel according to Luke. I was born from an old church choir, baptized by a river of fire, reaching angels coursing through my veins. And me daddy told me, son, Kelly is the only one. The sun is born and every time it rains. Like a slave unto that sound, followed him to holy ground, hallowed places I have never known. Just like water into wine, turn the spirit into mine. Watch it fill me cup to overflow. I was summoned from his soul, songs of folk and rock and roll. Wear a blood red burning crown of thorns. I will kneel down in his name. I'm the keeper of the flame, and I will preach from Dublin to the boot, the gospel according to Luke. Oh, praise the Lord, I did rejoice when I heard that sacred voice reach deep inside me till I screamed amen. I was ready for revival, so hand me down me Bible and lead me to salvation once again. I will summon from his soul songs of folk and rock and roll. Wear a blood red burning crown of thorns. I will kneel down in his name, I'm the keeper of the flame, and I will preach from Dublin to the boot, the gospel according to Luke. Should I fall or should I falter? Lay me down upon his altar. Saints of Market Street, come to my aid, point me in the right direction. I am ready for redemption. I will summon from his soul songs of folk and rock and roll. Wear a blood red burning crown of thorns. I will kneel down in his name. I am the keeper of the flame, and I will preach from Dublin to the boot, the gospel according to Luke. Oh, the gospel according to Luke.
Phenomenal, just phenomenal, folks. That was Mick McLoughlin there with the Gospel According to Luke. Obviously a song really written by Darren from the High Kings. Give on the Mick, and he's done his magic work with him. Fair play to Zach as well, who used to be with the Druids, for putting his magic hands there on sort of improving the song with all the rest of the instruments. So, mate, Mick, thank you, and say I think we'll be in touch with you. Hopefully, see if I can maybe get you up for a few gigs here in Belfast. That's definitely something I'm going to be thinking about now, but where I could get you into. Yep, fair play. Lots of great comments here from people just saying how much it was a great interview it was, and etc. etc. So again, folks, sorry, just about when you're dealing with the internet, it's a sticky wicket. It wants to decide that it doesn't want to work with you. There's nothing you can do, and sometimes it just happens at the worst of time. Whenever you're just about to go on live or putting a guest on, it just decides, well, you're not going to do it right now, and you have to just run with it. So listen, at least it didn't happen in the middle of Mick's interview. We were able to rescue it. But that's why I basically just stopped the stream and restarted it again, just so we can get the interview on at the start. So we got there in the end. It was a great interview. So Mick, fair play to you. You are an absolute legend. Just even hearing Mick talk about Christy Dignam, to be able to, for him to basically go and sit, obviously talking to Christy here for a few weeks before he died in the hospital, and obviously going to get like touches Hirsch as well was brilliant. Great stories. And what about that guy Archie? Like, just what he's done. He's changed Mick McLaughlin's life forever. Do you know what I mean? Just for an act of kindness, because he wants to hear him sort of singing each day in Henry Street in Dublin. So Archie, obviously you know you've passed away now, but fair play to you. That is a great story to hear from Mick, so brilliant. Right, so we'll jump in back to a few more comments, see what I have before we do the next song here for you folks. So this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro, we're here till 4 o'clock this afternoon. Just watching the match here now, so it's 2-0 to Celtic, so it is. I think I'm maybe about 2 or 3 minutes behind my stream from what because I know I've been watching it and then the goal alerts popped up afterwards. But just go to show you, Hearts, obviously they've cut the allocation of the away fans. And look at the ground looks absolutely empty. That's what does. No, I mean, that's the thing. And you could have a whole stand there full of Celtic fans, money into their pocket. But I mean, but they're going to turn what is it? The bait off their nose to spite their face. What was that? The thing? But sure, isn't 2-0 going well? Great to see big Carter Vickers back as well. So it is brilliant. Right. So what we have? Harry T says, "Can you play Rebel Sunday from Damien Quinn?" I don't know. Well, I already played 4-Leaf Clover from Damien, so I'll see. Christopher Mahoney says, great interview, Row with Mick. Valerie Delaney, yeah, great interview. Ray Callahan, great interview. Martin Heaney, which obviously is a lane, because Marty is buggered off and he's down watching the match with his new buddies in his new Celtic Supporters Club. So Marty, we don't need you, right? James, yeah, as well. Brilliant interview, really enjoyed it. Anne-Marie Barkley is watching today from God's Country. How are you doing, Anne-Marie? Feed the Birds away, so he is. It's my ma as well. There says this is definitely the best interview. This man is so interesting. Yeah, just that's why I sort of said to Mick at the end, could he sort of stop moving? Because I think either must be maybe the wee connection he had with his headphones going into his phone or whatever it was. And every time he sort of moved, every time he scratched his beard, it was you could hear. I know I could hear it coming through my headphones, all like sort of crackly. So I don't know how you heard it, but yeah, great interview. Definitely one of the best ones we've done. I'm glad I persevered there. So again, cheers to Graham Keaton and cheers to Derek for getting me Mick's number. And obviously, Mick's just come on there. Thank you for having me, Ro. Nice one. No problem, Mick. You're a legend, so thank you very much. Right, so before we have Mick on, somebody asked me to play The Legend. So we're going to play it here now from the Druids version from their album Starry Play. This is obviously when Paddy Mangan was with them. Obviously, Paddy and I playing with the Oil Brigade, with Fran. Again, they were playing last night up in Omagh at the Balfest. But this is, anytime I play this song, it's normally this one or Cruncher's version of this thing. But I love just Paddy Mangan's voice singing this here. So this is Paddy with the Druids, and this is The Legend. So whoever, I don't know who it was asked for it, so if you had asked for The Legend, let me know, and I'll give you a wee shout out again after the song's finished. Here we go. This is The Legend on Rebel Sundays. And now it's just to say it wants to freeze. You see, this is live. I wonder what I'll play in this one. Let's see. If it doesn't, we'll have to go into a Spotify track and see if it'll play on that one. Right, let's see. I wonder what will play on this one. There we go. Some crack. Look.
Went to see a legend just the other night at the Yankee Stadium underneath the lights. I heard a man speaking after years and years in jail. His name, it was Mandela, and he came to tell the tale. Well, the crowd, they cheered him loudly, but then the silence fell as he spoke about the hard years in a South African cell. Although he was free, his heart was feeling the pain, for his country and his people was still a part of the chain. He said he hoped that he would join them, and walk down freedom's path. And these roads would be the hardest, but they would be the last. And to join our hands together, so we might be as one, and to bring ourselves to the cause, so this war it could be won. I went home to bed that evening, went to sleep and I had a dream. I was standing in the pouring rain in an Irish field of green, and all around the headstones were the martyrs of the past. Well, I stood there in silence, and they spoke to me at last. Kevin Barry is my name. I was tortured in the cell. They wanted the names of my comrades, but this I did not tell. And I am Roger Casement. I was hanged in London town for bringing German rifles to that lonely Bannostrand. James Conley is my name. The working people are my life. When they shot me down in Kilmainham jail with strife, and I am Padraig Pearse, I was shot down by the foe. I read the proclamation from the steps of the GPO. Now the last voice that I heard, he says my name is Bobby Sands. And it's good to hear Mandela's words ringing through the land. I want to hear them in Belfast, up in Derry and Tyrone. Oh, maybe then those English soldiers will know it's time to go home. Well, I woke up in the morning, I remember them all. And who would believe that they'd knock down that Berlin Wall? And now, said Mandela, oh, could this really be? Oh, maybe now we would see Ireland reunited and free. Yes, maybe now we would see Ireland reunited and free.
Some of the Druids are folks from their album Starry Plough. That is the legend Mandela, the great the voicer of Paddy Mangan. That their track, folks. Yeah, it's Rebel Sundays here on the Rebel podcast. Just going up now to about 3 o'clock, so another hour to go for you again. Just a few more comments coming through there. So cheers to Mick the Busker, legendary mate. Fair play to you. Great interview. Definitely one of the best ones we've had on. So it was definitely worth persevering and getting. The contact number for him. So folks, you'll see me through the middle of some of the tracks here posting ads for certain gigs and all happening. So obviously you all know that over the last month or few months, I've started my own new promotions company, Cuchulainn Artist Management Promotions, and it's really kicked off a lot bigger and sort of a lot more pacier than I thought it would have. Do you know what I mean? But it's all a good thing. So again, I had a great meeting there with the new guys running the entertainment up in the Raleigh McCorley Club, obviously the Raleigh McCorley Heritage Centre a couple of weeks ago. So obviously now they're in with me and they're getting me to put a few gigs in, which is great. So it is so great to be linked up with the lads up there. So cheers to Bill and Bruce and Kevin for having me up there. So just a few gigs I want to let you know about what's going to be happening. So we'll have two tonight first. Okay. So one second here, I'll get these up. The local one kicking off at at 6 o'clock in the West Belfast Sports and Social Club. We'll have from County Armagh Bobby Fields. Now this was meant to be Liam MacDonald playing at the West tonight, but Liam he pulled a bit of a sickie this morning. Obviously he's not doing too well, so he's now going to fill in for Bobby on the 5th of November when Bobby's supposed to be on. So now Bobby Fields will be on from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. At the West Belfast Sports and Social Club. So cheers to the West for showing their support for me. We'll bring the X in. And then for our continued association with Teresa and Pat Joes of Ballinamore there in County Leitrim, we'll have Michael D from Manning. So Michael's back, going back tonight in Pat Joes in Ballinamore. He's live on stage from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Obviously Michael hasn't been on in a few weeks. He was doing every sort of second Sunday. So yeah, Michael's going to be on in the West as well in a few. I think he's going to be here on the 12th of November. So he is in the West Belfast Sports and Social Club. And then we'll have one gig tomorrow in the Ligneal Working Man's Club up in Ligneal there. So Marty McGuinness from Twice Daily from Lurgan there. Marty's will be playing. He kicks off at 3 o'clock for the Monday Club. So he was playing in the 9th of October plus tomorrow as well. So you can catch it if you're out for a Monday Club, folks. Head up to the Ligneal Working Men's Club for Marty McGuinness from Twice Daily for a good old session. So cheers to all the bars, folks, who have been supporting me. Much appreciated. Another one who I'm really looking forward to linking up with next year. I've got a few gigs sort of for him already. Is guy Liam Byrne from Wexford, who does an absolutely phenomenal Christy Moore tribute act. I'm going to play one of his songs later on. It's on YouTube. He does Delirium Trims, his version of it. So this is 2 gigs I have booked for Liam and his mate. So they're going to be doing a 2-piece show. So obviously, if anyone's going to see Christy Moore, you'll see he does like the 2-piece with Declan Sinnott. And the two of them really worked well together. So the first one is it will be on Friday the 10th of May up in the brand new obviously Roddy McCorley Heritage Centre. Tickets are going to be released for that very soon. And then the following night in Friel's Bar and Restaurant in Swatra in South Derry. That's Saturday the 11th of May. They're going to be playing up in their big marquee at the back. If in South Derry, look at that one, I'm sure Friels are going to be advertising that soon enough. And then obviously the Roddy McCorley Heritage Centre on the Friday the 10th. So say loads more inquiries for Liam. So if any out there has a bar you're watching, you'd like the book Liam for a gig in the north, come and see me. So check out there my page, Q Holland Artist Management or Promotions, or just give me a wee shout on my own personal Facebook and I can get that arranged and see what dates. We'll have lots of dates available for next year. So hopefully we'll be getting over to Scotland as well for a few gigs. So yeah, it's all looking good, folks. So cheers to everyone so far, all the artists and acts who have basically thrown in behind me, and for all the bars as well who have put their faith in me. It hasn't been easy with a few people sort of trying to fling shit from the sidelines at you, but listen, in any business, that's the way it's going to work. If they wouldn't be flinging shit at me from the sidelines if I wasn't sort of harming what they're trying to do, you know what I mean? So for me, that's all good. So it is. I mean, so that's what I was told by a guy last night who is actually, I've got a few gigs for as well. I had a good conversation about this shite flinging from the sidelines, which his sort of words were, listen, just keep doing what you're doing, and if it's pissing people off, then just keep doing it, you know. Right, so we'll get a few more comments, then we'll go to the next song on today's show. Right, who do I have watching in and what are you saying? Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people here just saying, yeah, about Tynecastle being empty. It is. It's crazy. I mean, actually, you look at all the empty seats there now. I mean, you're talking about 556 Celtic fans that let in the day, and I think every single one of them had a Palestinian flag. I seen the pictures earlier on, which was great, absolutely brilliant. So it was. But yeah, they are just doing their own sales out of money. Obviously, Rangers are doing it. I mean, I suppose they don't need to have Celtic fans in their ground. They can just fill it out with their own. But for me, the Glasgow Derby, like, it needs to go back. It's like the 3,000 allocation for both sides. I don't care when anybody says it needs to go back to the where it was. The atmosphere is not the same without having our fans at their ground and their fans at our ground. You need to have it. Do you know what I mean? It's who's going to jump first. That's the thing. Who's going to say, put it in the hand of friendship first and say, right, okay, you're welcome back, your 3,000 fans. You know what I mean? It's not going to be them. It's not me, so it doesn't. I can tell you that. But yeah, Tynecastle looks empty there, and it's just, I'm sure it's like, it's not doing any good. Obviously, they're getting bait now anyways there, so I'm sure they'd rather get bait than have a lot of money from a full stand of Celtic supporters in. you can hear every one of them, real class. But it's happy days. I can't hear it. I'm watching the match here now, but it's just no sound on, so it's great to hear that you can hear them all out singing. Right, so next we're going to do a Wolf Tone song here next. Actually, Mick was saying that he's playing tonight in Pater Kearney's before just our half time now, right? So he's playing Pater Kearney's before the Wolf Tones gig at the Olympia. So we're going to play a song from the Wolf Tones, and what Tim will do, the man from Mullingar. Always love this here song from Wolf Tones. So I'm actually not sure if I've played this on the show or not before, but we'll do it now. So this is the Wolf Tones folks with the man from Mullingar on Rebel Sunday. So again, we'll have another hour to go. So any songs you want, folks, get them in the request section on Twitter, on YouTube, or on Facebook, and we'll get them on. Here we go.
You may talk and write and boast about your fenians and your clans, and how the boys in County Cork beat up the black and tans. And you a little codger who came out without a scar, his name is Paddy Mulligan, the man from Mullingar.
The Peelers chased them out of Connemara for beating up the valiant Dan O'Hara. When Patrick came to Ballymote, he stole a parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town of Castlebar.
700 peelers couldn't catch him.
Catch him!
The king sent out another for to lash him.
Lash him!
When Patrick came to Dublin town, he stole an armoured car, and he gave it to the IRA brigade in Mullingar. On Easter Monday morning, when the boys did hear the sound, well, Paddy raised the flag of war down in his native town. First he went to make his peace with dear old Father Marr, then went out and blew the barracks up and wrecked half of Mullingar.
The Peelers chased them out of Connemara for beating up the valiant Dan O'Hara. When Patrick came to Ballymote, he stole a parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town of Castlebar.
700 peelers couldn't catch him.
Catch him!
The king sent out another for to lash him.
Lash him!
When Patrick came to Dublin town, he stole an armoured car, and he gave it to the IRA brigade in Mullingar. And when Ireland takes its place among the nations of the world, our flag of orange, white and green to the four winds is unfurled. You read the roll of honour, you find the black scar, Patrick Sarsfield Mulligan, the man from Mullingar.
The Peelers chased them out of Connemara for beating up the valiant Dan O'Hara. When Patrick came to Ballymote, he stole a parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town of Castlebar.
Oh, 700 peelers couldn't catch him.
Catch him!
The king sent out another for to lash him.
Lash him!
When Patrick came to Dublin town, he stole an armoured car,
and he gave it to the IRA brigade in Mullingar.
Let the people sing their stories and their songs and the music of their native land. Sing their lullabies, their battle raises, songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand. All throughout the test of time, it was music that kept their spirits free. The songs of yours and mine. For those who are in love, there's a song that's warm and tender. For those who are oppressed, in song and protest. So liberate your mind and your soul express. Open up your heart and sing to you this song. Come on, let's hear. So let the people sing their stories and their songs, the music of their native lands. Their lullabies, their battle race, the songs of hope and joy. Come on, join us hand in hand. All across this ancient land, throughout the test of time, it was music that kept their spirits free. The songs of yours and mine. It was back in ancient time when the bard would tell his story of the heroes of the villain, of the chieftain in the clan, to Elizabethan time. The Cromwell's war and fury put the pipers to the sword till the harp was on the bar.
Let's hear you sing.
So let the people sing their stories and their songs and the music of their native lands. Their lullabies, their battle cries, the songs of hope and joy. Come on, join us hand in hand all across this ancient land. Throughout the test of time, it was music that kept our spirits free. Those songs of yours and mine. So take it down from the masked Irish traitors. It's the flag we're Republicans claim. It will never belong to free staters, for you brought on it nothing but shame. Won't you leave it to those who are willing to uphold that war or in peace? To the men who intend to do the killing and taking the steering easy. Come on! So take it down from the masked Irish traitors. It's the flag we're Republicans claim. It will never belong to free staters, for you brought on it nothing but shame. Well, you murdered a brave Liam Rory. You butchered young Richie and Joe, and your hands with the blood are still gory for failing the work of the foe. So take it down from the masked Irish traitors. It's the flag we Republicans claim. We will never belong to free staters, for you brought on it nothing but shame. So let the people sing their stories and their songs and the music of their native lands. The lullabies, their battle cries, the songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand all across this ancient land. Throughout the test of time, it was music that kept our spirits free. Those songs of yours and mine. Now, Ireland, land of song, your music lives forever in its mountains, in its valleys, in its hills and in its glens. Our music did survive through famine and oppression to the generations gone. I'll sing to you this song.
Let's hear you sing.
So let the people sing their stories and their songs and the music of their native lands. Their lullabies, their battle cries, the song of hope and joy. Come on, join us hand in hand all across this ancient land. Throughout the test of time, it was music that kept our spirits free. Those songs of yours and mine. Yes, it was music that kept their spirits free. Those songs of yours and mine. Let the people sing.
There we go. It's Clover there, folks. Let the people sing and take it down from their album recorded live at the PD at the very, very first Big Fans Gathering. So as you can see on the screen now, folks, here, our third one is fast approaching. It's going to be here before we know it. So it's going to be great to see us all here. Everybody that's travelling, flying over, driving or whatever. It'll be great to see us here in Belfast. So this is what's going to be happening. You can see on the screen. So on Saturday the 2nd, folks, it's going to be the... actually, before we do that gig at night at even. So it's looking like if anybody's wanted to go on the tour up to the Raleigh McCorley Heritage Centre Museum, I've had loads of people have texted me so far saying they want to put their names forward for it. So it's looking like we could be arranging two separate groups. So go try and get it done earliest in the morning as possible so we can get it done there the way, because I know people have things to do that day and all whatever. So once we get it sort of finalised and get final numbers, we will update people and let you know on social media where to meet and how much it's going to be, etc. So on the Saturday night, the main gig, so it's going to be headlined by Clover. Then we'll have Shay Doolan coming over from Liverpool for the gig. He's over all weekend. Then we'll have Kevin, obviously formerly known as the artist as Kev OD, but he's changed his name now to Kevin, so that's his new sort of stage name. So if you see Kevin advertised anywhere, you'll know that it was the man known as Kev OD or Kev O'Driscoll. So doors open at 7 o'clock, folks. And all I'm going to say is if you have wristbands, get there early. just get there early, get a seat, because I thinking we could be a good few over what we're be allowed into the hall. But so, well, because obviously you see a lot of tickets and some people don't go for some reason, whatever, and so you sort of sell extra ones to sort of to cover that there. So Angela says, get there early, folks. Doors opening at 7 o'clock. So I would get there just a bit before. You can maybe go into the bar beforehand, get a pint. And then as soon as the doors open, so up first. Graham Keaton is going to be on. Obviously, Graham's coming up for the gig anyway, so I'd ask him to bring his guitars. Graham's going to be playing for a half an hour from 7:30 till 8, and then Keevan's going to be taking over. Then Shay Doolan. Then we're going to do going to be a few presentations to give out a bit of a speech from myself. Obviously, because this is sort of going to be the last official big fans gathering to do with the Rebel podcast. Not saying that there's not going to be another big gig next year in the same time, but this is going to be like the last official sort of Rebel podcast, big fans gathering. So yeah, obviously a few things that'll need to be said and whatever, and probably be a bit emotional for myself as well, because considering the following week this will be the very, very last Rebel Sundays live show. Then tomorrow, the next day, we'll have the after party, folks. Obviously that has been the last few years, it's been a great crack. So this is going to be in Sarsfields as well. So it's from 2 o'clock. The reason we're starting a wee bit later is because obviously the Celtic game kicks off at 12 that day. So if anyone's want to come up earlier, you can watch the match in the bar beforehand, and then we'll be opening the doors 2 o'clock. So from 2 to 6. And obviously then we'll head down to the Rock Bar later on that night for a bit of a session. So it's going to be doing a live podcast. Hopefully we'll have decent internet in the hall, but I think their Wi-Fi is good, so hopefully we'll be able to get the live show on. So myself, I've playing a few tunes throughout the day. Then Kieran Mack is going to come up playing a bit of a session, and then Kevin is going to play first. Obviously he's still staying over from the night before, so Kevin's going to do a bit of a set first. So it's going to be a great day. It's free admission for this one from 2 to 6, and if you stay around, hopefully we can put a bit of food and all on as well for you, because it's just my sort of thank you for coming for the weekend and stuff, you know what I mean? So hopefully we're going to have a great night on the Saturday. Tickets have been sold out for a good while now. Managed to get a few more out there, because a few people have contacted me and says they couldn't make it, so I was able to shift a few more wristbands. So that's the big fans gathering, folks. 3 on Saturday the 2nd of December, on Sunday the 3rd of December. So hopefully we'll see us all there. And those few people still haven't found accommodation yet, which is a bit mad, I think, now. But so hopefully you can get accommodation sorted for that weekend. Right, so we're going to do a bit of the Irish Brigade this time. And so when you say the Sam song, I always will say there's nothing like the real thing, as Jerry Glacken always says. So Jim McCaff, he's looking a bit of cruncher. Yep, we'll do a bit of cruncher after this one. So this is all warts and all from the very start of this here live song. Yeah, James just says, yep, counting down to it already. Yep, looking forward to seeing you, mate. So here goes. This is the Irish Brigade from their live album, live in Dublin. This is the Sam song, straight from the horse's mouth. Jerry Glacken, the man at Reddit. Here we go.
There's a wee song that put the words to quite a number of years ago. Nearly every other band has recorded this one, but sure, there's nothing like the real thing. Wee song called the Sam song. I've been a Provo now for 15 years or more, with Armalites and mortar bombs, thought I knew the score. Oh, but now we have a weapon we've never used before. The Brits are looking worried, and the choppers are flying lower. Shucky Arla, sing up the rap, up the rap. Stand missiles in the sky. I started out with petrol bombs and throwing bricks and stones. There are 100 more lads like me, I never was alone. But soon I learned that bricks and stones won't drive the Brits away. It wasn't very long before. Who did I join? I joined the IRA. Shucky sing up the rock, up the rock, sun, missiles in the sky. Is it a bird? No. Is it a plane? No. It's Super Sam. Let's hear ya. Shucky Arla, sing it yourself. of the rocks, missiles in the sky. Well, then there came internment in the year of 71. The Brits thought we were beaten, that we were on the run. On that early August morning, they kicked in our back door, but for every man they took away, sure they missed 20 more. Jockey Ireland, sing of the rock, of the rocks, missiles in the sky. I spent 8 years in the cages, had time to think and plan. Although they locked away a boy, I walked out a man. And there's only one thing I have learned while in a cell I lay: the Brits will never leave us, not until they're shown away. Come on now, sing up the rock, of the rocks, missiles in the sky. All through the days of hunger strike, I watched my comrades die. And in the streets of Belfast, you could hear the women cry. Well, I can't forget the massacre that Friday at Lochgall. I salute my fallen comrades as I watch the choppers fall. Sorry, Ireland, sing up the rock, up the rocks, missiles in the sky. One more time yourselves here. Sorry, Ireland, let's hear in the sidewalk. Sing up the rocks, missiles in the sky. From the Irish Brigade, hear it for yourself. Thank you very much indeed.
There you go. So the Irish Brigade there, folks, with the Sam song, the original and the best. As Jerry McLoughlin always says, there's nothing like the real thing. Definitely isn't. Just seeing that's what they're apparently are laid. Now I thought that was a bit harsh, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Look, here, go take it. Like, but I seen your man Cochran going out there. Like, but I don't know, but I suppose he could have broke Kyogo's ankle there, like the way he stuck his foot in. But obviously I haven't scored yet, or it is because I'm watching it now. It's about 3 minutes behind of what the actual so let's see what you're saying in the comments. Missed it, did I? So obviously it missed, but I'm only watching it here now. So did he miss it? Or the keeper save it? Oh, hit the post. Where's David Turnbull? We need him, for God's sake. Right, so Anne-Marie is looking for Death Before Revenge. Not a problem, miss. We'll get that on for you. Right, so who was Jim McCaff was looking for a bit of Cruncher. So we're going to Cruncher now. So somebody actually asked me whenever I was out in Puerto Rico or in Gran Canaria, Michael Eugene actually asked me to play Rivers for his ma. We dedication to for, and he was like, after a few drinks in him, but he's getting a bit all teary-eyed and all and stuff. So I played this here, and seen this grown man sitting crying his eyes out. Like, I suppose like the 20 pints of beer he had didn't help, but it definitely was emotions. He was looking for Only Rivers Run Free, and Cruncher's version of this song's phenomenal. So it is like, so this is Terry, the legendary Cruncher O'Neill with Rivers, and then after this one we're going to do a bit of Gary Oak. So that's Gary Oak launch. We haven't played with Gary on the show today, folks. We've another 37 minutes to go for you today, so I say we'll maybe go over a wee bit, obviously, because it didn't start. There maybe, what was it there, 6 minutes past, so if we're not on finishing up at dead on 4 o'clock, we're not going to start crying, you know. Somebody had said to me, where's your glasses? Now, I haven't got them on today, I know, but so obviously I had to go get glasses there a few weeks ago, so I need one pair for driving and another pair for basically reading and stuff. Now, you see me wearing the glasses at night. See when I'm wearing these ones, it's like putting on like a magnifying glass. I can see this even there now. Like the screen's very blurry for me. I probably just that lazy. If I don't want to go to the van and get them. I should have them on, you know, so I should. But so that's why I haven't got the glasses on. No, somebody asked me, "Where's your glasses today? You're not wearing them now, whatever." But I should be. But it's only really for looking at the screen, my phone, and reading stuff. But even last night, where we were in the rallies, me and Laura went for a meal before we went to Moore's party. And big shout out, went for a meal in the restaurant, and here, top class, phenomenal food. Obviously heard sort of mixed reviews from different people that went it, but we went last night. I had a big steak, and it was. So if any is get a chance, folks, get yourself booked up there at the restaurant in the Raleigh McCauley Heritage Centre. If you can get a table, that is. I know it's for Sundays they're almost booked out, but I think they're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So get yourselves up, get yourself a meal. It's really the food is really good. So I can't deny that. So right, let's say the reason why I said about the glasses was because I was reading the menu last night and literally couldn't see it. All the words were just all like blurry, and even Laura was like, "Can you not see it?" He's like, I was having to go like that there, hold it back. And he's like, it's all just gibberish. I can't see it. So I definitely do need the glasses now. I mean, it's the more and more I'm getting used to wearing them, the more I'm relying on them. That's what I mean. Right, so for Jim McCaffrey, one that it's a 3-0 now. Right, see, somebody said 3 Kieran McGuigan. So I haven't actually seen the goal yet. It hasn't come on my screen, so I'm a bit behind the stream. Right, so for Jim McCaffrey, that's one spicy few. This is your man. Who the New Lodgers claimed as one of theirs, but he's a true Westie, deep at heart, so he has. Terry Crunch O'Neill, and this is Only Our Rivers Run Free.
When apples still grow in November, when blossoms still bloom on each tree, when leaves are still green in December, it's then that our land will be free. I wonder, gills and turbanies, and still through my sorrow I see a land that has never known freedom, and lonely our rivers run free. I drink to the death of her manhood, those men who would rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage, or to bring back the rights were denied. But where are you now when we need you? What burns where the flame used to be? Are you gone like the snows of last winter? Them will only our rivers run free. How sweet is life, but we're crying how mellow wine that were dry, how fragrant rose but it's dying, how gentle wind but it's sighs. What good is youth when it's aging? What joy are in eyes that can't see when there's sorrow and sunshine and flowers? Lonely are rivers and free. Lonely are rivers and free. And lonely are rivers run free.
This is called Willie and Danny. Trying to sing some songs of glory, sing some songs of peace, but in the end it's the same old story. They're both too hard to reach. People tell me that they're sick and they're tired of seeing this place run down. But I say, take your blindfolds off, you hypocrites, and help get us off the ground. Please say it isn't so. While Willie and Danny had to go, the reason's very clear. They're laying down the lights for us here up the air. 70 shots between their bodies, and not one of those bullets missed. But for every trigger that you pulled that morning, a volunteer will enlist. For 5 lovers, you left them lying there, a priest who's turned away. So it's another step lower for all those SAS bastards. We will never forget that day. Please say it isn't so. While Willie and Danny had to go, the reason's very clear. Laying down the lives for a cheer up the air. To prove their worthiness, as thousands round the roots, whilst the Barstool boys hovered helplessly overhead, the Ra came out to salute. Oh, they emptied their magazines over each coffin as defiantly the crowds were sad. So it's another day that dawned and the guns they came out again, 'cause Willie and Danny and friends. Please say it isn't so. While Willie and Danny had to go, the reasons were very clear. Laying down the lives for us here up the air. Please say it isn't so. Oh, while
Daddy, they had to go. Yes, the reason's very clear. They're laying down the lives for us year after year. Please say it isn't so.
There we go. That's Sonny your man there. The boyo Gary Og from his album called Live in Australia. I believe knew the album was called. And there's the Bald Willie and Danny. Obviously, a song originally written there by Penger Band. So it was. We're going to play a Penger Band song next. So I think this one was obviously an original. The word there seems to be it was Penger Band that wrote Death for Revenge. So obviously, Anne-Marie was looking for a Death for Revenge. So we'll go do that for you next. Just folks, just on the comments there. When is people going to learn? And I think sometimes the disrespect people have on this, like, it really annoys me. So Gareth McKenna, he posted basically there, obviously I put him on a timeout and scrapped the comment he made. Basically he says, I wasn't too fussed on the interview there, keep the revs on. Like, again, and I keep having to stress this here, the idiots like him that they'll make comments like that there, you know what I mean? The work that's involved to get these guests on and the back work and sort of arranging the interview and getting the time to do it and then laying the interview out, doing the questions and all, etc., doing all the background work, and then to sit and the person take their time to sitting with me and do the interview, and then for some dickhead just to sit there and go, I wasn't too fussed on the interview, you know what I mean? I get the revs on. I mean, who do you think you are? Like, don't be coming on my show and coming off that bullshit. If you don't like the interview, don't say anything. You know what I mean? Just keep yourself to yourself and like, don't be. Obviously, you see me all the comments here, and almost every person watching the show put a comment on saying, "Oh, brilliant, one of the best ones yet," etc., phenomenal, fair play to you, Mick. So, Gareth, that's your definitely not amused there at all, mate. Right, what's 3-0 there? What is it? 16 minutes. Yeah, a few people are saying about Palma. He does look here. He should be starting now. Some player at Bow. So he is. Great to see. Right, so that was Gary Og there with Balla Willie and Danny. A song originally written by the Derry Penger Band. Right, so a song we'll play now actually from Penger Band, from their one and only album. This one. Death for Revenge. So it was Anne-Marie Barkley last. This one's for Anne-Marie. This one especially for you. Oh, wait a minute. What happened there? Let's see. Gary Og was still playing in the background. So we'll start this here off. And hopefully this should be... here we go. Death for Revenge. Penger Band.
Call me what you will and tell me what they say, for tomorrow brings a new wind and the rain has gone away. For within these walls I see the sun as it shines o'er the hill, down into the valleys and amongst the daffodils. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Now here we starve in prison to support our fellow men, who've only a woolen blanket and a crucifix in their hands. Yet our screws harass and give them hell, but their spirits they cannot break. Hold your chins up, lads, keep marching on. We don't think she'll leave it too late. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. faith was not a crime, and faith is what those men had when they chose to join our fight. Their actions were political, and those British see were right. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. The days rolled by and two more died, O'Hara and McCreesh. Yet Thatcher chose to bite her lip, the toil was not to cease. Still the barricades went up by day, and the bullets hummed by night. How much longer will they keep this path? There's still no end in sight. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Tis a dreadful thing that those men joined our ranks of martyred braves. That's 10 too many coffin nails kicked coldly to their graves. But if they only realized, and Thatcher mark us well, they are 10 more determined reasons for to break out of this hell. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. But when this war is over and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge.
That's kind of a Panger band there, folks, with Death for Revenge. Especially for Anne-Marie, my fellow West Belfastian there, looking for that one. So I go, Mrs. Hope you enjoyed that. Just see 3-1 there. Here, I think Joe Hart could have done a lot better. I think that there shot Shanklin, like, it was a good bit out. Like, and the angle he took it at, like, I mean, I don't know, Joe. He's done well so far this match, so. Just as you can see this on the screen there now, folks, back the Champions League games are back this Wednesday. So we are after the old international break. So I'm back down again, Nancy Mulligan's Bar in Castle Street this Wednesday night from 7 o'clock. So I'll be kicking off all the tunes before kick-off. The feed, who's saying the feed keeps breaking up? Is it anybody else saying the feed is breaking up, or maybe it could be your own internet connection there, Gareth? I'm not sure. But does anybody else think the feed is freezing? But folks, there's nothing I can do about that there. So it's sometimes the internet goes in and out, and if it's it might be your own one. That's why it's freezing. So just let me know if anybody else thinks that. No good feed, no good. James, do you mean no good feed? It's so the feed is no good, or no, it's a good feed. So it's just Gareth's one is skipping. Right. Well, anyway, so what you're saying, Jim says no chance for Joe. Ro, honestly, hit it sweet. Maybe it's just the way the angle I was looking at. Maybe it was a good chance, you know. But sure. So I'm back down in Nancy Mulligan's this Wednesday. I'll be kicking off about 6:30, 7 o'clock before the game. Obviously, I'll be on during the game as well, playing all the sort of goal celebration tunes. And all. We had a couple of great ones there in the last match against Lazio. So hopefully we'll have back-to-back games here against Atletico Madrid at home, then away the following week. So yeah, folks, get yourselves down to Mulligans. But the best, and I'll say it now, the best place in Belfast to watch the game. Honestly, there's no atmosphere like it anywhere else. Nowhere else can provide what I do at these games. The music before it, the music during the game at half time, the lights, everything. I mean, it is a brilliant, brilliant atmosphere. And I am blowing my own trumpet here, but all I know is I put on a good show for these here games. So get yourself down to Nancy Mulligans. It's free in, obviously not going to charge him for the game. I'll be on before and after the match. Even if it means take maybe an hour off my sleep, that I obviously need to be up the next morning for work, but I will risk it. Because so I'm going to be doing all the Champions League games for Celtic's group games in the Champions League down at Nancy's, and then obviously any Celtic Rangers games throughout the year as well. I'll be there, so get yourselves to Nancy Mulligans. Right, so we'll do this next one with my ma, who asked for it for George and Pop. Right, down the last 20 minutes or so of the day's show, folks. Again, we're going to play Callie's main version from their album recorded live in the Craigan. And just again, thinking back to Puerto Rico and Gran Canaria, and as it were there, you would have seen this here. Having Paddy McGlinchey coming up, the guy who wrote this song, coming up and singing George and Pop with Callie's main was just, it was phenomenal. Like for me, just to witness that there, not once but twice, like the first night, because I didn't even know Paddy McGlinchey was there. And then getting to speak to him afterwards, sitting down, have a pint and have a good yarn with him was just something that'll stay with me forever. Like so this one's from my ma here. This is a bottle of George and Pop from Callie's Men.
On the slopes of the Craigan, one morning in May, 4 lads left their base with hearts young and gay.
Their cause was for freedom, a cause long denied, and the foreign oppressor they went to defy.
While patrolling our streets, they met with the foe. With the guns at the ready, our lads had to go. So we raised up our hands and we'll curse that British land who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
For the police, it went silent when the shooting died down. 2 young lads lay there dead on the streets of our town. Just another 2 lives lost for the ongoing fight. And in Derry we mourn on that faithful night.
So we raise up our hands who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
Hey Georgie, Stone, headed fighting for Derry, their own native home.
Several moments we remember, and don't you ever forget, we they fighting for Derry, and we wasn't there. Let's hear ya!
So we will.
Across their paths, but my heart is broken in two. Won't you tell me what to do? We couldn't stop our Georgian path, and will not stop me and you. So we will raise up our hands, and we'll curse that British land, who'd torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken in two. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian pop, and will not stop me and you. Thank you.
No Mick Kelly. Thank you. Yeah, that was the sound of Kelly's Men, folks, with a bottle of Georgian pop from their phenomenal album. Go check it. If you haven't heard that full album, folks, I'll say this every time I play a song from it. Go and check it out. You can get it on Spotify and it's an Apple Tunes and all as well. Kelly's Men, recorded live in the Crescent Bar in Derry. Brilliant, just the atmosphere and that crowd. And anyone who's obviously seen Kelly's Men playing live, they're just a phenomenal band. They're just a band that just don't take themselves too seriously, but they go on, as soon as they go out there, they might not play together for a year, but they just go out there and just, you think this band had been down practicing each other 5 nights a week and have everything down to a T. They're just that's the kind of a band. Fair play to them. Right, what do we have in the last few songs? This is Rebel Sundays here, folks. Great for tuning in all of you today. Thank you very much. So we're going to be back again in 2 weeks' time. So we are. So again, get yourselves down Nancy Mulligan's. Even if Gareth doesn't really like the place, this Wednesday night I'll be on from about 6:30, 7 before the Salt Lake Athletic Madrid match, and then I'll be on after the match, but I'll be on during it as well. So any goals and all, I'll be playing a few celebration songs. And obviously, if anything's really the last time you'll have seen the atmosphere creates, it does get a good buzz about the place. So hopefully we'll get a better result against Atletico in this game. It's going to be a hard ask, I tell you that. I mean, I've been actually doing pretty well in the Champions League game so far. Just obviously, we haven't had the rub of the green. Do you know what I mean? Derek Delaney says, "Yeah, great interview, Ro. Can't wait to see you all in 5 weeks. The rain has stopped here. Happy days." Right. So next song we're going to play. Somebody asked me on to play Christy Moore, The Contender, but I'm going to play the song, a different version of it. Obviously, so we played Kelly's Men there from Derry, but we're going to play a song from the very last album from the Notes from Derry. So this one is Heritage, the Legacy session. So these ones are a lot more sort of folky and trottier, where the first two made a few more rebel-y ballad songs. So this one is sung by Tommy Quigley. Kieran is looking for Little McGranny's Bin. Right, let's see if we can fit that into the last song after this one, right? So we'll so we'll go play The Contender from Tommy Quigley, and this is like obviously Tommy in Derry. He's just so well known. I mean, guy's voice as well. A lot of people sort of said for him he sounds a lot like Luke Kelly and stuff as well when he sings. But this is a song. So he's asked me to play the Christy Moore version. I'm going to do this one because I really do like it. So this is from Heritage, the Legacy Sessions. Legacy Sessions, the very last album from the Notes from Derry 3 set of albums. So this is Tommy Quigley here, folks, with The Contender. Lovely, lovely, lovely song. That's one. So we're going to try and finish up with Little Granny's Bin for the last song of the day, especially for Kieran McGuigan. So here we go.
when I was young and I was in my day. I could steal what woman's heart there was away. I'd sing and dance until the morning, blaze a trail until the dawning, long before I was the man you see today. I was born beneath the star that promised all. I could have lived my life between Port Cove and Youghal, but the wheel of fortune took me by the highest point. It shook me by the bottle, live by the bottle I will fall. But there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the broad. The ring, the roads, the matador is raving. When I die, I'll die drunk out on the street. You can count me out to 10 in clear defeat. So wrap the starry plough around me, let the pipers resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I meet. But there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the broad. The ring, the rose, the matador is raving. There in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the broad. The ring, the rose, the matador is raven. So wrap the starry plough around me, let the pipers resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I'll meet. But there in the mirror on the wall,
When you boy out, there's the great Tommy Quigley here with the Contender, folks, on Rebel Sundays. So cheers to all of you who have tuned in this afternoon. Been a great show again. Cheers to the Dublin Busker Mick McLoughlin, who come on and just give us a story, the whole back. Obviously, great to hear these perspectives, as Sydney was just saying there. You see these people and follow them on Facebook and go, he's a great singer, great voice. And then when you get to sit and actually listen to them and hear their sort of story from the very start. Deny, it's great, and that's why we have this show on. I mean, and say this isn't just a jukebox just for playing Rebel songs all day. It is like I think it wouldn't be this show and the success that it has been over the last 3 years without having the live guests on. It's definitely made it. So it has. I'm sure you'll all agree. Oh look who it is, Celine. Sorry I missed this. Here was putting up Halloween decorations. Halloween's next week. Celine, geez, when do you put up your Christmas tree? Christmas Eve? My back is really sore. It's even I'm laughing there, getting the pain. For some reason I woke up this morning and whatever way I was laying last night, my back was in agony, so it was, I don't know. Right, so folks, we're going to wrap it up and play one more song here for you. So I think it was Kieran was looking for the Little McGranny's Bin. Yes, here it's 4-1. Looks like was going to get his goal eventually. He just comes on, he keeps playing away, but great goal by Wada there, so it was keeper no chance. So yeah, we're going to finish up the show, folks, with Little McGranny's Bin. Listen, thank you to all of you who give me a donation or a tip today. You know who you are, so thank you very much. Much appreciated as always, folks. So say we're going back in 2 weeks. Just check out the social media for who we're going to have on the as a guest. If we do have somebody, we'll let you know. Again, Ray Callahan, happy trucking, mate. Hopefully your DAF starts tomorrow morning without 1,000 warning lights on it. Oh, jeez, that's sore. I have to stop laughing. Yeah, so we're going to finish up here with the Little McGranny's Bin from Blackthorn. And then, of course, we'll finish up with the Round the Vein, folks. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much. Talking our laugh, myself, Ro again. Thank you very much to Mick McLoughlin for our guest today. Absolutely brilliant, mate. So, fair play. Right, here we go. Little McGranny's Bin.
As I was climbing into bed, my poor old granny said, I looked out of the window and the army had a raid. The house was soon surrounded, they battered the front door in. I knew they'd come to take away the little me granny's bin, and it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. She opened up the window and she clambered down a spout. Soon her bin was rattling forth to call the neighbours out. She then took out a whistle and she blew away like hell. And soon we heard the echo was the neighbours blew as well. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. A soldier came right up the stairs, his rifle in his hand. She kicked him with her button boots and along the hall she ran. Then up and stepped another one, some medals for the win. But all he got right up the gob was a little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. The music rose like thunder as the bins and whistles played. The army soon retreated, they knew they'd overstead. It wasn't made of silver, it was only made of tin. But once again it saved the street, the little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Now war has had its weapons since men began to fight, and everyone has different ways to try and show their might. The army has tried everything to cover up its sins, and now the plastic bullets fail, they're trying plastic bins. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Go home, kind friends, and go to bed, sleep as best you can. But if trouble comes along, get out and lend a hand. To all you fair young ladies, if trouble does begin, get out into your backyard, love, and rattle away at your bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in.
Genevieve apart, as happy alligator Queens ourselves, her tender rannicule, Baby's face hair, Chantier, her share pasta. The akbar pansiran of the town and dots I am Sabarwell they gone their kell on was no sell they gone their grave the labot now be left Charlotte canning around of him. Thanks very much, good night.
You've been listening to Rebel podcast of Rory Carton. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We're also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel podcast. Bhí sé bhgéis seach an sin leis an fád cruúlaí Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teach, caisúil ar siúificail sugin ar SoundCloud, agus táid ar fáil ar gach cinneal ardan ar na main hóisiilta. Ní mór ditch a fád cruúlaí Rebel a curda.